oil pan gasket.
Today, we're gonna get started on the oil pan on my Foxbody. But before we do that, I've been promising you guys I would show you Andrew's new wheels, and they are right behind you, right here. I think it looks really good. I cannot wait to paint this car. This thing is gonna be a showstopper, guys. Anyway, let me go ahead, turn this around, show you these wheels. That's right, guys, 03 Cobra wheels. That was a safe bet for a coupe. You cannot go wrong with 03, 04 Cobra wheels on a coupe, guys. They just look good. This thing just looks sick. Like I said, the car needs paint, and once we do that, this thing is gonna look so good. And we'll go ahead and I'll mention the spacer situation on these, because I always get questions about, you know, what do I have to do to make these fit? Okay, on the 03, 04 Cobra wheels, you're going to need a 5/16 spacer on the front wheel. As you guys can see right here is your spacer. You're gonna have to have that to be able to clear enough to put your center cap on. I don't know why his center cap's missing, but it will fit with a 5/16. On the back, he put a 5/16 back here too. You don't have to do that, but he did that because he was having a little bit of rubbing on the tailpipes. So he went ahead and put a 5/16 spacer back here to help push everything out. Now he is getting a little bit of rubbing on this, guys, so we're gonna have to roll these fenders. As you can see right there, some light rubbing, not a big deal. Just so you guys know, because like I said, I always have guys ask me, you know, how do I get these wheels to fit? Are they a direct bolt on? I mean, basically these are a direct bolt on, but you are gonna have to put some spacers on the back. No big deal, but know that ahead of time. You can put them on the front without spacers, but you're not going to be able to run your center cap if you do that. All right, let's go ahead, go in here and talk about what we are going to do. All right, so we have our oil pan gasket, and as far as I know, this should be a one-piece gasket. So I'm going to go ahead, open this up and make sure, and just some parts cleaner, brake cleaner, or whatever to spray off the oil pan, because this is going to be a very dirty job. We're going to drain the oil and then start removing the pan. Let's go ahead though first and open this box up and make sure we do have our one-piece gasket. You really need this one-piece gasket because you need everything to stay together. What you don't want is, you know, 5 or 6 different pieces that you're trying to move around and kind of glue in place. So that's why we went with this. The only problem is this whole gasket has to go under the oil pump, under the pickup tube and all that. So that could be an issue. We'll see. If worse comes to worse though, I mean, we can lower the K-member. I really don't want to do that, but I think we can lower the K-member a little bit to get this in. And the reason why we're doing it this way is, I mean, we can pull the engine, but I'm trying to do this the simplest and easiest way. And if some of you guys don't have, say, a cherry picker, you don't have a garage, and you need to do this in the driveway, I'm trying to show you that you can do it. Or you can get a cherry picker and you can just lift the engine up and not pull it completely out of the car. This is not a fun job, guys. And in reality, we really should pull the engine because, I mean, it's got a bunch of oil everywhere. It needs to be pulled out, cleaned up. We've also replaced a lot of these gaskets already on the car, so the only thing left is the oil pan gasket and the rear main seal. All the other gaskets have been replaced. When we changed the cam out, we went ahead and replaced all that stuff up front, so should be good there. Anyway, enough talking. We're going to go ahead and get started cleaning this up, and I'll try my best to show you guys as much as possible. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get this oil out of the car. That's going to be the first thing that we do. Ooh, it's pretty dark, guys, but I just changed it not too long ago. The car is probably running pretty rich, and this motor is not the most efficient, so you know, you get stuff like that. All right, that's good enough. We'll go ahead and put this back in. All right, guys, so I've gotten all the bolts out of the oil pan. I didn't show you guys that because that's hard to film. But anyway, everything is out. So now what we're gonna do is see how far the oil pan will drop down, see what we're working with.
Gotta get oil on me. Oh, I heard some prying then.
All right.
Alright, it looks like there's not even much gasket left. Let me get this T5, man. Look, man, I got a brand new AOD. All you gotta do is just press the gas, man. It's futuristic, like the Jetsons.
Yeah.
They even make some noise.
This is the inside of the oil pan. Everything looks, you know, pretty good. It's got some deposits and whatnot. That's to be expected. This thing, I'm sure, has over 200,000 miles or so on it, but it's gonna be a lot of cleanup. But you know, I think we'll get it. It'll take us a little while. We're gonna go ahead and finish this thing up. All right, guys, so we are back. We have the oil pan dropped on the car, and as you can see, like I told you guys, the oil pan itself is not going to come out. You could take the oil pump off and maneuver all this out, but honestly, I don't want to have to deal with that. The biggest thing right now is simply getting this old gasket material off. So that's what Andrew's doing right now. We're trying to be as careful as possible not to get any debris down into the oil pan. But so far everything's, you know, come off pretty good without a whole lot of dirt and stuff, so I feel pretty confident that we'll be okay. We'll also run a rag down in there and make sure everything's nice and clean before we go back with it. But for right now, that's what we're doing, just trying to get this gasket material off this front edge. And the reason why this is here is because when we put a cam in the car, you know, you have to cut the gasket right here and around, so that's why this is so gunked up right here, is because we had to do that. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and scrape this gasket material off. We'll get back to you in a few minutes. This is the shittiest part of it all. You just can't see. All right, guys, we are going to go ahead and try to fish this in. It's probably not going to work, but we're going to give it a try. The only thing that we have to get past the oil pump and the pickup is this end right here. I will try my best to video some of it, but more than likely I'm just going to have to just tell you about it afterwards. Worthless. Worthless.
You ain't got no tips.
Worthless ass thing. Excuse. Alright, here we go. Actually worked pretty good. I was surprised.
If we can just get it sealed in that, like get it seated, you know, in that properly sealed rim race stuff, we should be okay. Well, that's why I was waiting. If you get through, so I could do that.
I don't know where it is.
Hold on, please.
All right. All right, guys, as you can see, that worked out pretty good. All we got to do is push everything up, bolt it all back down, and in theory we should be good to go. This is really hard to show, guys, but back here in the back we are good. You can see a little bit of blue through there. All we had to do was actually just slide the gasket all the way from the front to the back. It went right under the oil pump, went right under the pickup tube. Get under there now, just try to tighten everything up. There's not a lot I can really show you under there. We got to get busy. But I'll let you guys know how it worked out when we're done, and we'll talk about some other stuff. See you in a few. All right, guys, so I wanted to show you this. This is the reason why the car had been leaking oil so bad. So as you can see, someone had tried to fix it from the outside and just put some silicone around it, as you can see right here. But this was the problem. The gasket was split right here, and over on this side too, it was split. So anyway, yeah, that's the whole reason this thing was.
Around it.
Yeah, it's split right there. It's split all over. I mean, it was old, and it needed to be replaced. That's what I've been dealing with for so long. Hopefully this fixes it, and we don't have any troubles. We just got the oil pan gasket reinstalled. Everything seemed to go without a hitch. You know, I think I can say that safely now. I mean, it could leak, but as far as like putting the gasket on, like, it really was not a big deal. Yeah, we thought it was going to be a lot harder than it was. We're going to start the car up right now, just check, make sure nothing crazy is happening, and then we're going to go ahead and replace these motor mounts and transmission mount. I think we're sealed up, man.
I think we're good, dude.
All right. Looks good to me.
We them boys.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, guys. I think this was a success. We will see, though, in days to come if this thing continues to leak. I'll give you guys an update. And as always, thanks for watching. So I know that I told you I was going to show you the process of the motor mounts and transmission mount, but honestly, guys, as you can tell, we're filthy. It's really tight up under there, so it's hard to get the camera down there and really show you guys anything, and it's pretty much taken both of us. Show you real quick, Andrew is finishing up right now on the transmission mount, and we were able to leave the cross member in. We just took one bolt out, kind of let it fall down a little bit, and we were able to get the new mount in. So we have that, and we have the motor mounts in. I do want to say one thing. This bar right here works really good for doing motor mounts because you can pick it up and it gives you enough room where you can slide your motor mounts in and out. So no problem there. This thing worked out real good. Like I said, guys, sorry that I don't have a lot to show you, but it's just, you know how it is. You get up under here, you get nasty, greasy, a few cuss words, stuff like that, but we're pretty much done now. Hopefully we'll have this thing down off the jack stands in a few minutes. The only thing left to do is to put the actual nuts on the bottom of the motor mounts. Other than that, I think we are done, guys. Also, we have t-shirts. You guys have been asking for t-shirts. We have t-shirts now. I will have a link down in the description for the t-shirts. If you guys are interested and would like to support the channel, by all means, go down below. Order yourself a couple shirts. There's 2 different styles of t-shirts that you can order, and for now, they're pretty much all black. We do have one style that is in white with the 2-tone fox. But anyway, if you guys would like a t-shirt, coffee mug, anything like that, you can go to the link down below and order whatever it is you like. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching.